What is good, my peoples? This is Kobe2408. As always, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share if you enjoy these videos. Make sure you hit that notification button so you know when I upload new videos or when I'm live streaming. I'm also doing a lot of giveaways this summer, so if you have that notification button hit, you'll know when I upload a video about a giveaway or when I'm live streaming a giveaway. This video is going to be about TARIC's mini rework. I think it's pretty overpowered, but again, let me know in the comments below after this video. So his W and his ultimate aren't changing, but his Q has been reworked, which I think is not all of it, but there is a mini rework to it, and I think it's extremely strong, like I said. So Q is his Starlight's touch, and it's his healing ability right there. If you didn't see it, there it is. Let me just get it up one more time again very quickly. There it is. So there, it heals your teammates and yourself. So this is what's going on with his Q. I'll just read off very quickly all the changes to it, and then we'll talk about more in depth about the rework that's happening. So very quickly, the mana cost is being changed, it's being lowered. So right now on the live server, it's 60, 80, 100, 120, 140 to 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Just means you can cast it more often as you level it up. The cooldown now 3 seconds, recharge time unchanged. Recharge time is the time that you see that's circling around. As you can see, it looks like a little clock, the little white line that's going around. That is the recharge time. So this Q does have stacks, so it can go on cooldown, and then after cooldown it starts the recharge, which is just basically the stacks that you're getting. So hopefully that makes sense. Max charges change from 3 to 1 at level 1, and then at max level at 5. So every time you level it up, you get one more charge, or one more stack, sorry. So let me just show you what it looks like having max charges. So on the live server currently, it is 3 stacks only, but they're changing it to 5 stacks, which is a lot of stacks. I mean, once you have 3 stacks with his Q, it does a lot of healing, and then adding 2 more stacks, that's pretty crazy. That is a lot of healing. Not only that, the base health per charge changed. It's been so the base health per charge, it was 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. They just, at all ranks, it's going to be at 30, so the base healing is just at 30, so it's just been lowered. Just means his scaling on it is a lot higher and way better. So this is his scaling. This is how his Q scales now. It scales off maximum health. So 1% of maximum health. So here's your maximum health, 2105. So what is it giving me? It's giving me 105. That's pretty insane. They changed it from 1.5% bonus health. Bonus health and bonus AD is on items. So when you build an item, for example, Spirit Visage, and it gives you 450 health, that is bonus health. So instead of giving you 1.5% of the 450, it gives you 1% of your maximum health, which is crazy. That is crazy. That is insane. That is going to be a lot of healing. If you stack health, basically, that is a ton of healing. Very early, too. So this is the big change. As you can see at the bottom, it says Bravado empowered attacks grant 1 charge of Starlight's touch. That's not 1 second, like, cooldown. That's 1 charge. So again, you can have 5 charges. And so you get, for example, let me just go over his passive very quickly if you don't know what his passive does. Bravado, which spell casts empower Taric's next 2 basic attacks to deal 90 plus whatever, and then bonus magic damage, reduce his base spells cooldowns by 1 second, and attack in quick succession. Anyways, basically all that means, so if you can see, instead of reducing your cooldown with Bravado, it gives you a stack automatically. Like, okay, so I have no stacks right now, right? And my passive just procced Bravado, so it says 2 right there. We'll do this again in just a sec. Let's see, 9 seconds. Anyways, you can basically if you use any spell, it procs your passive. So if I use my W, it procs my Bravado, so I get 2 stacks. Okay, so let's just do it off my Q, because that's what I want to showcase right now. So I use my Q. I have no stacks, so I have two Bravado attacks. 1, 2 gives me 2 stacks right away. So I have 3 stacks here. I use my Q. I have 2 Bravado empowered attacks. I use both of them. Boom, boom. Gives me 2 stacks right away. Not only that, you can use it. You can proc your passive with any spell that you use with TARIC, even your ultimate. So if I use my ultimate, I get 2 stacks, and I auto attack somebody. boom, boom. Gives me 2 stacks right away. And look at that. I have basically 5 stacks within like 3 seconds. This is insane. So no stacks right now. I have 2 stacks, 2 empowered attacks for my bravado. There we go. I got 2 stacks, and I use my W, and I got 2 stacks there, and that gives me 2 more stacks at my Q. Excuse me. So I'm gonna there. I have 5 stacks again. I just use my Q, and I have 2 stacks. Auto attack. Boom, boom. Gives me 2 stacks again. This is on my healing. This is like crazy. It is insane. You can get 5 stacks so quick, and if you have 40% CDR, I mean, you're gonna be getting 5 stacks constantly in team fights. So I have 3 stacks right now. I use my E. I have 2 bravado empowered attacks, and then I just get 5 stacks right there because I auto attack. You do have to be constantly auto attacking, you know, champions, but it gives you stacks very quickly. For example, okay, I'm gonna use my heal here. And then I have two attacks. Jesus, he's gonna be able to jungle now. Okay, so I use my E. I have 2 bravado empowered attacks. I use that. Now I use my W. And I have 2 more stacks. Again, it doesn't go past 5 stacks, so it caps at 5 stacks. Doesn't matter. It is so crazy. I think this is gonna be really overpowered. Again, sustain champions or support sustain champions. Wow, that's a tongue twister. In the bot lane are extremely strong. And him being able to cast his Q so often is going to make him very viable in the bot lane. Not only that, his Q scaling is way, I think it's a lot more, especially early on. And yeah, I can just keep constantly my Q, keep casting. Ah, dang, tongue twisters. Keep casting constantly my Q. So my E, I got 2 empowered attacks. Use that, then use my Q. I got 2 more empowered attacks. Basically, then I have my W, and I have 2 more empowered attacks. Again, you only get 2 empowered attacks. It does not stack, so you have to auto attack somebody 2 times and then recast a spell. So, for example, I use my E. Okay, I have two empowered attacks. I use my Q. They do not stack, so you got to make sure you auto attack somebody. There's my 2 already. Then I use my Q again. Again, I am at level 18, so this is gonna be insane. He's gonna be a sustained god for his Q. Then I use that, use my E, then I auto attack again, use my W, auto attack again. I mean, you can use your Q, then auto attack, then use your Q again, then auto attack. It's pretty stupid. Then use your Q and then auto attack again, then use your Q and auto attack again, and you just keep getting 2 stacks. And use Q. I mean, obviously, the whole thing about his Q is getting more stacks. The more stacks you have, the more healing it does. But it is pretty insane how, like, you can constantly get the stacks. Not only that, in Korea, he's been making a huge comeback. He's been played way more often now. He did get, I think, a minor buff last patch, but this is a huge one. This is going to make him extremely strong. So I use my Q, then I use my ultimate. I got 2 more stacks, and I auto attack again. Use my E. Look at this. I can just take down TARIC and just heal. I know he's level 8. He does have items, though. So I just got to catch up to him. Use my E. Got 2 more stacks, almost at 5 stacks. Now I'm at 5 stacks, just use my Q. Okay, use my W on myself. Auto attack, use my E. Auto attack. This is insane. And then look at how much healing it does. Especially at 5 stacks. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, 2 stacks. Now my E. Auto attack some, 5 stacks. Heal. I can't believe that heals for so much. I think this is so overpowered. All you support mains are gonna enjoy this a lot. That's what's going on with this Q. It's reworked. It might get nerfed. You might only be able to get 1 stack. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I'm having fun already with TARIC. I'm gonna have some gameplay on it and see really how good it is. But I think he's gonna be a god tier support after this comes out. So very quickly, let's take a look at his E. Now, these are his base stats. They are getting buffed as well, especially his mana regen, which is crazy, because I think you're going to be able to cast his Q more often. He's turning almost into like a Sona, but let's just take a look. Why is the bot over here? Anyways, this is what's going on with his E. I don't know why he's attacking me. This is his E, his stun. So the base stats, very quickly, his mana regen per 5 increased from 5 to 8.5. Then the mana regen growth per 5 lower to 1, from 1 to 0.8. That's I don't know, that's not that much. 0.2, that's just some base stats. Not going to be noticeable, I don't think. But anyways, Dazzle, which is his E, the cooldown changed from 15 at all ranks to 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, so it is a buff. Magic damage increase, which is insane. It's increased by a lot too, 40 at max rank, so it's going to go from 60, 105, 150, 240 to 100, 145, 190, 235 to 280. Crazy. Stun duration changed also from 1.25, and then 1.25, 1.375, and 1.5 to 1.25 at all ranks. So that is a nerf to how long the stun will last. However, again, the early levels for this spell is higher, but then later, obviously, as you level it up, it decreases, but the damage is much higher, so that's how they're compensating for this spell. Again, they'll nerf some part of one spell, and then they'll buff the other part of the same spell. So, like, they're buffing the damage, but they're nerfing the stun duration. So that's what's going on with this E, but I think his Q is the most ridiculous part of this guy. He's basically going to be able to jungle and stuff, maybe even top lane. That's going to be crazy. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm Kobe24. Thank you for watching, and you guys stay awesome, my friends, and I'm out. Peace!